All right, I'm just gonna show you guys, if you weren't in class today, we did a little demonstration to just kind of clarify what the independent, dependent, and controlled variables are in an experiment. So I'm gonna redo that really quick, so if you were at home learning, you can still see what we did. So we're gonna make some little Alka Seltzer rockets. I'm just using film canisters and a half of an Alka Seltzer tablet. And what I'm gonna do is start with just some room temperature water. So I'm going to measure this out. I'll get 15 milliliters of room temperature water. There we go. I'm going to pour that water into a film canister. And I have a volunteer that's timing for me. Once I drop the Alka-Seltzer tablet in and click the lid on, I'll say go. She'll start the timer. And then as soon as the rocket goes off, she'll stop it. So ready and go. So we're just timing to see how long it takes for the reaction to cause that rocket to shoot up. There it goes. So how long was that?
17 seconds.
17 seconds. So I've made a little data table over here to the side. Water temperature, this time it was just room temperature water. And it took 17 seconds. So for our second test, we're going to do the same thing, except this time we'll use some hot water. So I have some hot water in the thermos. Again, I'm going to measure out 15 milliliters. There we go. Put that into a film canister. Another Alka-Seltzer. So timer, you'll start as soon as I say go. Go. Woo! So over on my data table, we have hot water. It took
2 seconds.
2 seconds. And for our final test, same procedure, but this time I'm going to use some cold water. You can hear the ice in there. So measure out 15 milliliters. There we go. Put that in a film canister. And go. And this one, I can already tell you, is going to take a little bit longer. So let's get our data table set up with cold. And I want you to be thinking about what our independent variable is in this case. So remember, the independent variable is the one thing that we change on purpose. So think about what that is for this experiment. Think about the dependent variable. Can you still see that, just in case it goes? The dependent variable is the measured outcome of the experiment. So think about what that is for this experiment. And then the controlled variables are all of the things that we keep the same. So make a list in your head while we're waiting for rocket number 3 to go off. Okay, let's just wait for that rocket. It's gonna happen any second now. And there it goes. So cold water, our time was?
1:32 seconds.
A minute and 32 seconds. If you look, our data table says we should put that in seconds. So a minute and 32 seconds is going to be 92 seconds. We take 60 minutes or 60 seconds in a minute and then add our other 32 seconds. So, to answer the questions, hopefully you answered these in your head. The one thing we changed on purpose was the water temperature. The thing that changed in response, the measured outcome, was the reaction rate, how long it took for that rocket to go. The things that we kept the same, we used the same amount of water for each test. We used the same type of film canister, the same size of Alka Seltzer tablet, the same person timing, the same stopwatch going, all of those things that were controlled for the experiment. The last thing I want to point out is in our data table right here, we have two different types of data. So right here you can see that all of these are written as a number. So this is quantitative data. Whenever you have a number, it's quantitative data. Here, we could have measured it and taken the temperature with a thermometer and gotten a number for that. But instead, just having room temperature, hot, cold, that's qualitative data, where we're using adjectives to describe. So hopefully that helps you as you're working on your assignment to know the difference between the different types of variables and the different types of data.